Good evening, it's Ravings and Cravings here, otherwise known as Ruth Hartunian Ellenbaugh, bringing you another great interview courtesy of the Wyndham Economic and Community Development folks and Good Company WILI. Today, I welcome Morgan Heppel, who is the sole owner of Market on the Green in I almost said London. Lebanon. Let's get the right town here. Market on the Green in Lebanon, Connecticut. Welcome to Ravings and Cravings.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here. So we have a lot to talk about and very little time. So we got to make sure that we get all the details at the beginning, somewhere in the middle, and at the end. So let's do the formal name of the business, the address, phone number, and your current hours.
Perfect. So we are Market on the Green. We're at 199 West Town Street in Lebanon, Connecticut. And it's right across from the town hall, just off of the side, really, of the town green. And we are open Monday through Friday is 6 to 6, and Saturdays is 7 to 3.
And do you have a phone number there?
Yes, 860-468-0115.
Great. And let's do the social media stuff.
Yeah, so we are on Facebook, Market on the Green. You can find us there, and we always post our specials, and anytime we get new products, retail things, and fun things happening, we always post.
All right. So you're way more than a market. So there's you need to certainly unpack that. But I want to ask, is Facebook the best place to go for like current information?
Yes, Facebook is the best spot. We have had some challenges with Google, even though the market itself is on Google. If you were to try to stamp the address, we've just had some difficulty getting an accurate phone number up there, and hopefully that will be fixed soon if it's not already. But yeah, that's been a challenge.
Morgan, I can help you with
Okay,
that.
that would be super.
When the recorder goes off, I can do that.
But yeah, Facebook is a great spot.
Okay.
And people from town have sent us messages on Facebook, and we had a Girl Scout troop out there the other day selling cookies, so we can always get back to people through Facebook.
Okay.
Or stop in and see me.
All right. Well, I'm going to talk to you about food, so let's get that up and running first. So tell us about your menu and some of the things that you have to offer there.
Yes, so we have just kind of your standard fare of grinders if you're looking for a quick little grinder. We get fresh bread daily, and so a lot of people comment on our bread. It is delicious. And, we do have a variety of different grinders. We do hot, cold. You can get it toasted. A lot of people have come to affectionately enjoy the steak and cheese that we offer. That's a really popular choice. And we've recently been working on expanding our menu just to include more hot sandwiches. Recently we introduced a colossal Reuben, which is a half pound of corned beef or pastrami.
That sounds awesome.
It's sauerkraut, Swiss cheese. It's everything you've dreamed of in a Reuben. And people enjoy the different specials. We try to do weekly specials. The chicken cutlet's really popular. We have a crispy fish sandwich, and those things tend to stick, so we just add them to the menu if people enjoy them. We've entered the world of French fries, so we have French fries and onion rings now too.
Ooh, yay.
And always sad when we have a couple extra lying around and someone has to eat them. But yeah, it's been really fun being able to kind of grow and evolve as people are coming in and giving us different suggestions and ideas. We do sometimes weekend specials. We'll do like a brisket and mac and cheese weekend, so we'll post that on Facebook for the week. And we will start getting orders middle of the week, like, people calling in, reserving 3 orders for Saturday at 11.
People can do that.
Yes, they can do that.
That's great.
We did it for like St. Patty's Day, the corned beef and cabbage. We had people reserve their meals. And then, of course, we always have extra for people walking in. And we recently buddied up with Latin Flavor and did like a pulled pork and Spanish rice special. So we try to change it up.
Oh, I love those guys.
Yeah.
That's a great dynamic
It was
duo.
a nice little collaborative.
That's great. So describe, Market on the Green has been there for, that location has been there for, I don't know, how many years?
Ages.
Do you know?
Ages. Yes,
okay.
ages.
So let's pretend that the listener audience has never been in there. describe what they're going to see visually when they first walk into the place.
Sure.
Because that will then give us an idea of all of the things that you have to offer, because it's more than just food.
It totally is. So when you walk in, we hear it every time somebody steps foot. It is bright, it's fresh, it's clean. It's like a clean country store. That's kind of the vibe you get. It's like a light blue walls. There's pictures everywhere. We've got kind of different scenes, little pictures. Everything there is for sale. So we always have things that are decorations that are changing, things like that. There's some home decor. There's some framed pictures. I love the pictures and the little frames that have sarcastic sayings. I really enjoy those. And then really in the center of the store is a lot of different handcrafted one-of-a-kind items. So artisan crafts. We've got locally made honey, syrup. We have a full line of like jarred goods. Pickled jalapenos are really popular. Red beet eggs are really popular.
I love those.
Yeah. And so if someone asks for something, I'll always look for it and see if we can get it.
Coffee. I know you have coffee.
We do have coffee. Yes, we've got Craftsman Cliff Roasters coffee. We did have Black Owl coffee, but they're on a bit of a hiatus. So certainly if they start roasting again, we'll continue to carry them. And we're always looking for new local people. A lot of times when individuals do come in, they're looking for like a one-of-a-kind item, or they want to have something that's locally sourced. So we try to do that as often as possible. A lot of like crocheted items in the wintertime. We have a lot of scarves, like cowls, different types of things. You might go in there and be looking for something. We just got a woman who does tumblers, like the little tumblers for hot or cold drinks. So we really, it's people come in, they show their idea at the and we take them on. And so it's constantly changing. The inventory is constantly changing. We've got goat milk lotion and soap. We have a whole different array of soaps, really. So there's a little bit of everything there.
There is. And you do have some really good product, if I remember correctly, in your freezer.
Yes. So we have locally sourced meats. We have beef, we have lamb, and we have pork. I'm hoping we'll be able to get poultry soon. And so, yes. And the bacon always sells out. We stock the bacon as often as we can, but it's really good. So we have that frozen. We also have like beef pies, chicken pies, quick little dinner ideas. People have really enjoyed those. We've got dessert pies, and then we have kind of your convenient grab and go. I've got a little mini grocery little aisle section for the things that I know I always forget when I'm at the grocery store. And again, like your kind of staple items, some breakfast items, baking items, quick dinner items. We've got a bunch of different snacky type things, little chips, and then a whole section of like farm fresh eggs, microgreens that are locally sourced from Hebron.
Is there deli? Like, can you get deli stuff
You can do deli meats, yes. So we've got anything that we have back there, whether it's produce, the deli, the meats, the cheese. You can buy any of those things by the pound.
That's great. And I think there's jewelry, if I remember.
Yes, there is. We have a couple of different ladies that make jewelry. Multiple price ranges. You're looking for just a quick little gift for someone you want to keep it under $10. You can easily do that there. If you want to get something that's a little bit more, $30 or $40, we have some items in that range. We encompass a few different price ranges.
But Morgan, I just need to know, do you have ice cream?
We definitely have ice cream.
Thank you so much, because summer's here. It's almost here.
Yes. So the ice cream, we kicked it off with Shamrock Shakes in March, and that really got the ball rolling with milkshakes and ice cream. So being that we're right on the green, you go for a walk, you've already burned your calories. Just stop on by.
Oh, yeah. Hours. What are your hours so that people know when they can come and get their fix of something?
Monday through Friday is 6 to 6, and Saturday is 7 to 3. And we've got the ice cream going, and milkshakes always go well with French fries and a steak and cheese or a grilled cheese.
Yeah, and I've been in this space since you've purchased it. It's been, you said, a year and a half. I think you mentioned this, at least when we were off air. Anyway, But you have a nice area, I think, for where you can eat your food there too, right? So like if you want to dine in, you can do that. Is that right?
That is correct. So when we first were looking through the space and I was trying to visualize what would go where, my mother-in-law actually used to work at what was the Frying Pan, which was years and years ago. It was a separate little restaurant that was off kind of on the side of where that area is. And she said there was a little counter and kind of laid it out. And so that's what we actually did, was constructed a half of a wall to provide kind of a separate seating area. And a lot of people do enjoy just kind of sitting there. We have our regulars that come in for a cup of coffee and like a muffin or a scone or something like that. And then, we have our families that sit down and eat. And so it's a nice little seating area. It's a great meeting place.
Yeah, it is.
And it's nice to see people enjoying that again too.
Great. So you've been there for about a year and a half, but there was a lot of living that you did before that. So tell us about what got you to the point where you said, oh, I think I want to buy a Market on the Green. Did you just wake up one morning and say that, or how did that work?
So it is an interesting story. I'm a nurse by trade. I think just being a nurse during COVID and just recognizing that I wanted to exercise some of my other talents without burning myself out, I was open to the idea of trying something new. My husband was definitely a force behind that. He was looking more at the property, being the building, as being an opportunity. And so we kind of were able to come together. He's more of a risk taker, and I am more of let's dot our I's and cross our T's. But really, I became really involved, especially in the front end of the store and the retail part, when I kind of realized that we could make this anything that we wanted. A lot of people in town, have commented on the Green Store. They still call it the Green Store, and that's fine. It's still on Google as the Green Store. But Market on the Green is just a fresh spin on a store that has worked really well for a number of years, but also recognizing that people in town have a variety of needs, whether that's the ice cream, the hot food, the convenient grab and go, a place where you can really showcase what everyone in your town is doing. And even though I don't live in Lebanon, I have been really in awe of the way that the people in town have welcomed us and have also provided positive feedback. So
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Who are the people who are cooking for you?
Well, you'll find me back there most days.
Oh, you are cooking
yeah,
too? Okay, so you're the owner, you're up front, you're in the back.
I feel like I have to have my hand in everything. But that's, when you have something and your name is on that and you want it done the way that you want it done. And I do have people that help. And we have somewhat of a family affair. My mother-in-law helps us in the morning quite a bit. And we do have a couple of different people that help out part-time, and they all play an important role. And so it's been a challenge being able to manage the schedule and the business end of things, and but also it's important that things are done in a way that I'm signing my name to them. I would eat that sandwich if I'm serving it to you, and that's important.
Yeah. So you said your trade, or what you get paid for, your other job is nursing.
Yes.
So is that what you're doing like a year and a half before you bought?
Yes, I've been a nurse for 13 years. So I was full throttle, like full-time nursing. I worked at Mansfield Nursing and Rehab for a number of years, at Bacchus Hospital and out in Middletown. And believe it or not, a lot of the principles carry over because the health department oversees us both.
They do. And like instead of JCAHO.
Right. It's all, I probably know a little bit too much about all the foodborne illnesses, but that's all the more reason why it's safer to eat with us.
Right, because you are making sure that everything is clean.
We are to temp, yeah.
But how about your husband? Like, was he doing like restaurant kind of stuff?
Yeah, so we actually both have a history where we have worked in food service for a number of years through high school, and actually when I was in college, I was a waitress. And that's one of the things is I do like people. I feel like I enjoy talking with people. So whether I'm in nursing or doing this, I feel like it's the same characteristics. My husband isn't as much of a social butterfly, but I pull him in every now and then. He gets behind the grill. But he likes it. He's just more of an outdoor kind of guy. So
I'm here with Morgan Heppel, who's the owner of Market on the Green in Lebanon. Give us, again, the address as far as where you are and your phone number and where people can find you on social media.
So Market on the Green, we're in Lebanon, Connecticut, 199 West Town Street, and it is just off of the Lebanon Green, right across from the town hall. And phone number is 860-468-0115. You can always call your order in, or if you are just calling in because you're wondering if we have something that you need to finish your dinner, chances are we have it. And you can find us on Facebook at Market on the Green.
So you did say something about muffins and scones earlier. Are those things do you make those there, or
Yes.
where do they come from?
Yep, so some items we make. Some are the scones are Mama T's scones, and that's actually a woman named Laura. She lives right in town, so she's the scone lady.
Oh, that's neat.
So she comes in and bakes those. And we also have baked goods from Cottage Gardens in Colchester. We do bake some of our own, depending on the day. We have apple turnovers, muffins. Some days we'll do brownies, cookies. We have a variety. And then Cottage Gardens, we get lemon bars and fresh loaves of bread and all kinds of fun treats, little mini apple pies. So yeah, we supplement from the local community as needed, and Cottage Gardens always does a great job.
Sounds yummy. So are you able to cater to people who have any allergies, like the gluten-free crew? Or,
yes, so we do basically any sandwich that we have, we can do gluten-free. We can modify it. You get a lot of people low carb. It's summertime. You don't want all the bread. We have a really nice fresh green salad mix, and so we could make any sandwich into a salad. We can do gluten-free. I call them like open-faced gluten-free sandwiches because the buns are a little bit smaller, but we kind of just put it in a dish and make it an open-faced sandwich. Those are popular. Our breakfast sandwiches, like a lot of people do low carb where they might not want the bulky fresh roll. We can do it in wraps. We have white wheat and spinach wraps. We have bagels from Bagel One. We get bagel
Oh, that's
bagels.
a good choice. Good choice. Good choice.
So we'll do specials. We did like a fancy BLT on a Bagel one time with some hot sauce.
I bet that was a hit.
Yes. Some people still ask for it. So yeah.
Well, if it's on the menu, can you make it?
Yes.
Are you able to do that?
Yes, I'm the queen of winging it.
Really?
So even when we do a
Guys,
special...
do you hear that? You guys, you heard it here first. Morgan is spilling it.
I don't like, I don't like measuring things. If someone asks me, how do you make the mac and cheese? I could never tell you, but I did it this morning, and I do the cheese. We've got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It comes out good every time. So, but that's fun. Yeah, today we did, we did mac and cheese with bacon and jalapenos on top, and that was also really good.
That sounds good.
Yeah, we play around with things. If people have an idea, I'll always try it. Someone wanted roast beef with cherry peppers one day. We did it as a special.
Oh, that sounds good.
So, yeah, someone else recently asked for grilled cheese, cheddar cheese, and pepperoni, with the pepperoni hot on the grill. Yeah. Sure. So, yeah, if we have it and we can put it together, I'm happy to do that. We'll just kind of slap it all together.
Well, random question. Do you have liverwurst?
We do not.
Okay.
And not regularly.
Okay, so that's strange.
No,
I know,
it's not strange. No, a couple people have asked for liverwurst. So,
really?
Yeah, when we first opened, we had quite a variety. And quickly you learn what people are looking for.
Right.
So we did recently add bologna because we were getting frequent requests for
that
bologna.
That was going to be my next question.
The issue, of course, is if you're buying in bulk, I don't want anything to sit there. We want it to be fresh. Liverwurst is not a common request, but certainly if there's any time I can get something and then either incorporate it into something else that we're doing, I always try to do that.
I think it's got a 3-year shelf life.
Oh, really?
No, I'm teasing you.
Well, now you sound like there was someone once that came in and accused us of having the original Twinkie in the basement of the grain store. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not even going down to the basement to look for that.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So you do have those kinds of deli meats, but
yep.
And you have bologna.
We've got bologna. Yep, salami, capicola. we have one special right now called the Italian Stallion, and the trademark of that is you will get a stallion drawn on the outside of your grinder package.
That's kind of cool.
Of course, it's got all the Italian meats, so people like that. But yeah, that's a good sandwich.
Well, I'm going to guess that you have children somewhere.
Yes.
So where do they fit into this whole market on the green picture here?
Well, if you ask my 16-year-old daughter, as far away as possible.
Typical.
You'll find her there on school vacations, and yes, really, when she has a need for money, she will help. But no, she's just 16.
Right.
But we have a 6-month-old baby. We call her the market baby, Stevie. Actually, well, she'll be a little older by then, but yeah, and she's there most days. So when she's not there, people wonder where she is and what she's doing. But she's like our little market greeter.
How old was she?
So she was born in October of 2022.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, October seems to be a theme for us because my 16-year-old's born in October too. But yeah, so she was born in October, and yeah, she goes right in her little carrier pouch. We have like a little cart on wheels. We call it the Stevie cart. We pop her right in there. And yeah, she spends many days there. She takes her naps in the playpen, and she's a little angel baby. She just kind of stepped right in. We joke that we'll have her flipping eggs before she can walk.
She was born into the business.
She was born into it, yes.
Lucky her.
Yeah.
Lucky her. I think it's very interesting business because you have people coming in and out, and people arrive strangers, but likely they leave as friends.
Right. It is, I think that's one thing that I can appreciate about Lebanon that I don't know that I've always felt in the areas that I've lived is it's a community. It is a town. And, you hear the little town happenings and things like that.
Yep.
But we do have the people that, we know we'll see them a couple times a week, whether it's for a cup of coffee or just to pop in and say hi. And then we have our regulars that I try to memorize everyone's order, and they jokingly change it as soon as I get it down. But yeah, no, we do. We've come to look forward to being able to see the same people week after week, and then also being able to see fresh faces too.
Yeah, that's sweet. So we're gonna wrap things up here in a minute. So why don't you give us the rundown again, the name of the business, address, all the details.
Okay. Market on the Green. We are at 199 West Town Street in Lebanon, Connecticut, and we're right across from the Town Green and the Town Hall. The phone number is 860-468-0115. You can always find our specials and latest happenings on Facebook, Market on the Green. And we are open Monday through Friday, 6 to 6, and Saturdays is 7 to 3, and you can always call your order ahead, and we'll have it right at the front for you.
That's awesome. I need to come and visit sometime soon.
Yes, please do.
And I haven't walked at the Lebanon Green for a while, too, so I will look forward to doing that. It's been a pleasure to have you here today, Morgan. And so this is Ruth Hartunian-Ellenbaugh, Ravings and Cravings. I'm signing off. Thanks to Wyndham Economic Development and good company WILI. Have a good evening, everybody.
Thank you.